Alright guys, welcome back to Forklift TV here at Castle Haldor. I'm bringing to you today the updated companions and mount insignia bonuses for our great weapon fighter. The ones that I currently had on in my builds are good and are useful, but they are lower level stuff I had at the time. Okay, so now instead of using a Augment companion, so instead of using the stone, instead of using the goat, they changed and updated the bonding rune stones so they work properly now. So what you need to do is you need to get a striker companion, a companion that is attacking constantly, always using their abilities, and you need to put 3 bonding rune stones on them. You can start at lesser, you can move up, but the higher you go, the better percentages you have. So at the greater bonding rune stone, you get 50% of your companion's stats. For each bonding rune stone, you get 50%, and they all proc at the same time. So instead of before the update, they would all randomly go. You know, you'd have 1 bonding rune stone, then you'd have 2, then 1, then 3, and you never know how many points you're actually having. So the update made it so they all come on at the same time. So you see one picture in your buff bar of a bonding rune stone and you have all of it. And with a striker companion, it never goes away when you're in battle. So constantly I have 150% of those base stats you see on the right hand side with my Air Archon. I used him, he was the best one I had at the time. I was easily able to outfit him with his equipment from my Augment companion. So that's why I went with him. He's a purple. Now you want to get him to orange because then you get an additional 15% of their stats. So it is beneficial to have an orange striker companion. So I chose the air companion because it gives you the bonus damage to enemies under full health. Like in my last videos, I ran mostly all air cons. Now I put this guy on, the young Sasquatch, just to kind of fill a space right now. You want to go out and you want to get this boar. It gives you 1% critical strike at green, or critical severity, I'm sorry. Huge thing to get your critical severity up. That's what we're going to be talking about mostly today. That's what most of my companions are boards doing. So this little trick right here to give you some extra space in your bags, it does take money to take them off, but you can keep your neck, waist, neck. Any active companions, like you don't need to put stuff on them for the active bonuses to work. They don't need to be summoned for their active bonuses. You get the active bonus for all 5 of your companions right here. Now the fire companion increases your damage against targets with less than 50%. That's a huge thing. That's a good thing. With your air archon, you're constantly doing increased damage to your enemies. Now the boar gives you the 1% critical severity. Now the dancing blades right there that I have active also gives you 3% critical severity. Now they go up each time so at blue you're going to get 2% critical severity on your boar. But your crit severity is very important, and it's what you want to use your active companion slots to get. Now the Archons used to be really cheap. Now the green ones are going for like 20 grand. So they were a good damage buff when you were at a low level. Now, as for your insignia bonuses, Protector's Friendship, Protector's Camaraderie, those are a big deal. You get a bonus power buff when they're attacking. Whenever your companion uses an ability, you have a chance to get 1.5% of your power and defense for 10 seconds. Now, this is because I have Protector's Friendship stacked 3 times. So you want to get the Protector's Camaraderie. This is the cheapest. The Trained Grizzly, $20 Zen, 2,000 Zen. You can save up. You can go get it out of the store from the Zen market by changing Astral Diamonds over. That's what I did. It gives you the Protector's Camaraderie. That's 3%. The Friendships are easy. You can get those simply out of your... I think one of them you can get for 5 gold from the mount dealer. Where you get your original mount. I think one of those has Protector's Friendship, in fact. Other than that, the Friendship's pretty simple and easy to get. They're cheap. Stack as many as you can and start working towards Protector's Camaraderie. It's a big deal to get those bonuses. So now when your companion is attacking, you get all their stats plus more. So I get 150% of my companion stats. Additionally, I have a chance of getting a huge power and defense bonus from my insignias. So what we're doing basically is upgrading our crit severity and our damage. Now this is the one that's going to take place of the Young Yeti. The only way to get this right now is out of the Scourge Warlock pack. It's $35, 3,500 Zen. But this gives you a huge, this is the other companion that can give you critical severity bonuses. Now if you want to buy Zen, go ahead. If you want to farm Astral Diamonds, watch my video, farm them. That's what I do. I'm not going to spend no more money on this game. I spend as much money on this game as I would have spent on Call of Duty, as I would have spent on Battlefield, because you know what, it's a good game and they deserved that, and I want to help fund them so they can keep the game going. But I'm not going to sit here and dump thousands of dollars into this game like other people do. Now that I got my guy over 70, now that he's geared up enough, you can go and farm and you don't have to spend money anymore. You know, I see comments in the comment section about, oh, I'd rather just spend money than go and, you know, spend my hard-earned Astral Diamonds. Oh, shoot, man, then you probably aren't working for hard-earned money. If you're talking about hard-earned Astral Diamonds, probably spending your parents' money, buddy. So, you know, for the rest of us, we'd rather save our real money and, you know, spend game money. I mean, why wouldn't we? So, you know, as for my, I would like to have another Protector's Camaraderie instead of this open slot that I'm showing you right now. I can kind of change to what I want, do what I want with. Now, your insignia bonuses or your insignia slots, you get way too many, right? So this is a good way to store them. You put them on your non-used mounts. The mounts that you're not using, their insignias stay attached to them when they go into your stable. So that's an awesome way to store extra insignias. So if you're changing things up, you have a bunch in stock. You don't got to go buy none. You don't got to go farm none. As for your companions, you can do the same thing with your runestones. Now, remind you, when you take your runestone off, you got to pay to take it off. But maybe saving that extra space in your bag is worth it. I don't know. So, you know, these companions are the ones people are using. This one, like I said, questionable. This one, you gotta have it. This one, really good. I mean, I went through a lot of different companions. As you can see there, I have a ton of different ones. These ones are the ones that are benefiting our class the best. As you can see in all my videos, I'm coming out of the dwarves. I mean, I can't stress it enough. If you guys are looking to farm, man, that is the fastest. What I do is I queue Kessel, Kessel's Retreat. Shoot, the other one slipped my mind. Kessel's Retreat, Dwarven Gods. Oh god, I'm not gonna even think about it. Okay, so you got three. You just do the three easiest ones. You queue those, not Malabog's Castle. The other one that's right next to Kessel that's about the same length. You queue those three, whichever one comes up, cool. After you get 2 dungeons down, you take out the dungeons. After you get 2 skirmishes down, you take out the skirmishes. And you do it so you get all your rough Astral Diamonds for the day from your farming. So, you know, to briefly go back over our companions, we want crit severity. I just showed you all the companions in the game that give you crit severity, including the Scourge Warlock pack, which is expensive, and to spend $35 on a single companion seems a little ridiculous to me. So I'm going to hold off on that until I'm ready to start a Scourge Warlock class. Then I'm going to buy it, transfer that one to my Great Weapon Fighter, and use the rest of the pack for a Scourge Warlock, which I will bring you guys videos on eventually. So just to, you know, show you guys one more time the insignia bonuses, and just to show you briefly how you can store things. So my next video is going to actually be showing you tips and tricks like this, little ways to have unlimited storage without buying more bags, ways to easily farm gold, just little tips and tricks and life hacks in Neverwinter that can benefit you extremely well. And I can't stress enough, the biggest thing you guys can do to get help is just talk to people. Watch your chat bar, be nice to people. If someone's asking for help, help them out. But you know what, there's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of these guys that they have, you know, 3 level 70 characters, and instead of going and farming, what they do is they start a new character. They go to Protector's Enclave and they sit there and say, I need help, I need this, I need that. You know, a good way to root those people out is say, well, how much AD do you have? You know, they say, oh, I don't have any AD yet. Well, how do you, if you just started your character and you're level 4, how do you even know what astral diamonds are? You know, little questions like that will make sure you don't get scammed, because I'm out here telling you guys to help people. Well, there's a lot of people who are going to take advantage of that. So just try to be smart on the people you do help. But, you know, consistently just stay talking, watch your chat bar. That's how you guys are going to get better dungeon runs. That's how you're going to do everything. If you guys can't do it, message me on Xbox One. I'll do it with you. No problem. I have multiple people in the guild from YouTube. So thanks for watching. Next video, tips and tricks, unlimited storage, things of that sort. Thanks for watching.